That's actually how I started playing Fortnite. I was like one of my best friends from school. He told me I should try it. But that was back then when I was playing on PlayStation. So we started playing together around Christmas times. And after some months, I actually realized I can get pretty good. This is an emote. Normally when I win, I normally do that because I like it, it's cool. When I see the trophy, I remember me and Aqua at the World Cup.
When me and Narox qualified for the Fortnite World Cup, it was one of the best moments of my life because we knew our lives gonna change.
The 50 best duos in the world on the stage. They want the crown of being the first ever duos world champion.
I was pretty confident because I felt like we were ready for it.
3, 2, 1.
If you have the perfect duo mate, you can be the best. And I think we can be the best.
Your Fortnite world champions, Aqua and Nyrox!
Aqua was born in Austria and he has lived his whole life here. When the children were little, Aqua's dad and I decided to go different ways. Aqua was 1 year old when his dad left.
I love my mom. She's probably the most important person in my life. She's doing everything for me, and my sister, I couldn't wish for a better mom. I love her so much.
When Aqua was growing up, he was very friendly and sporty and talented. His first word was ball, not mom. Aqua was playing at a soccer team. They won many prizes, so he'd get used to winning. When he was a child, a little child, he had many friends. But the more he grown up, the less friends he had. Starting around 13, 14, he did homeschooling, so he never went out.
I was pretty much alone on my PC. That's all I did.
He started playing video games. I found out in January this year that he was playing Fortnite.
I think there's no limit in Fortnite. You always can improve. That's probably why I love playing Fortnite.
Ooh.
Then in April, Aqua suddenly began speaking English in his room.
You fix your voice. Wait, you fix your voice. You know that we're in the game, we're in the same game every time.
And I was thinking, what's going on? That was the first time that I heard him speaking English.
It's hot drop, it's hot drop, it's hot drop.
And then he informed me that he is playing with Nyrox.
I live in Tønsberg in Norway, which is actually the oldest city in Norway. I first heard about Aqua when I saw him on the leaderboards in a solo Cash Cup tournament. At the time, he only did YouTube and Twitch in German, so English people didn't really hear him. I sent him a message and asked if he wanted to try out because I heard he was looking for a duo.
When I first talked to Narox, I was scared that my English is too bad.
He agreed on trying. We did really good in pro games against other pro players.
But then it worked out. We played good together.
And we went into our first tournament where we placed 10th place and got $2,000 out of it. So how talented he was, and he wasn't really known. So I thought we could fit perfectly.
At that time, Narox was actually known as a good Fortnite player and was picked up by a French team. Is there a tournament tonight?
Yeah, there's a 3 tournament at 9.
Okay, with Droban and Felix?
Yeah.
War Legends?
Yeah, well, there's 2.
Okay.
My dad started sitting behind me because he was interested in the game and he wanted to learn about it. And then it actually turned into something he did every tournament. So now, when I play, he normally sits behind me and watches.
I'm not a professional Fortnite player, but I'm a professional watcher. So I try to give some advice because of my sports background. I work in the Norwegian Triathlon Federation. My daily work is to work with the top athletes. Of course, there's a similarity between Narox and the top athletes. It's very important for him to be focusing and practicing and have the correct sleep schedule. But I think it's important for him to have a normal life as well.
It helps me a lot meeting my friends because I get a pause or a break from Fortnite. I also enjoy having a big family because when we're on holidays and vacations, there's always something to do with someone.
There's a great team behind Narox. Everybody in the family is very supportive and helps out the best way we can.
Me and Aqua started practicing together 1 month before the World Cup qualifier started.
In the beginning, of course, they had to train about the communication skills. After a few days of practicing, there seems to be a very good duo.
It was the second week of duels.
We were both at home. I was in Austria, he was in Norway.
Brilliant from Aqua, putting on a display.
We did really good in the first 3 games. So we got to the last game.
This is huge. Nara and Aqua need to convert on this game. Aqua cleans it up from the high ground. Well done for them.
When we won the last game, I jumped out of my chair and I looked at the leaderboards to see if it was updated.
These guys have all punched their tickets, so let's put them on up the board, get those first qualifying spots.
Then when it came, we all celebrated and started cheering a lot.
We were screaming. We were all screaming.
It was a big happening in our house when they actually qualified to the final in New York.
It was unbelievable. We knew our lives gonna change.
They have never met each other, but the team was arranging a boot camp and they met for the first time.
We hang out all the time. We did everything together, like practicing.
We were good friends staying at boot camp together. Our relationship was really good.
And then I was in Austria with my mom, and our flight was 13 hours or something. The thing was going through my mind. Like, we're doing it now, we're flying to New York. It was just awesome knowing that I'm gonna play in like less than 1 week for like $3 million. It was my first time in New York. Meeting all these players was such a great experience. It was nice, like you could have met everyone, you could have talked to everyone, it was fun.
It's nice. Can you play now?
Before, I thought he has no social contacts. And there he was speaking to everybody. Everybody wants to speak to him. I saw him growing up because he was acting like a normal guy.
Aqua and Narok's friends, it was 10 to 15 players, was doing sightseeing. They're going to Empire State Building, in Brooklyn Bridge, and just walking around Times Square and having a good time before the final.
The morning before the game, I was kind of nervous. I was laying in bed and just thinking of how it was going to be and how big the stage was.
I recognized that he was kind of nervous. So I told him during breakfast that today we're just going to have fun. Just enjoy the moment.
How I feel it was incredible feeling, knowing like we're doing it now, and I'm really excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today for the duos competition.
Nyrox and Aqua, these guys have been on the rise, and a lot of people are starting to realize how good they are.
Before we went into the stadium, they choose us to do an interview before the World Cup starts. It was so loud in the stadium, I couldn't understand what he said.
We've got Nyrox and Aqua here. Aqua, what do you think makes this the perfect match for you guys?
Yeah, we're gonna win.
Fantastic, great. Mechanically gifted, comms are fantastic.
I couldn't understand what he asked me, so I just said, yeah, we're gonna win. It's kind of funny.
I remember we talked about the strategy we were gonna do. Landing near Happy Hamlet, playing the bowlers, which was in the game. We went against the top 50 duos in the world. The favorites was probably those Mega, Benji Savage, Saf and Say, and Mr. Mongrel. All of them actually did good.
Where was it? If we do that to some getting tilted, they're not gonna come again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
I've been waiting for. The best of the best, all in the same lobby.
I wasn't under pressure at all. I felt like I'm playing a normal cup. We were ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched.
In the first game, with everything we need, 2 ballers, 6 impulses, 6 shadow bombs.
We had a really good start in the first game, but then we found out Storm Surge was about to kick in, which makes people that have the lowest amount of damage in the game getting struck by damage. And we stressed, we jumped out of our base and tried to find something we could hit, but we ended up getting eliminated.
Getting dropped by Storm Surge, tough first game for them.
So you don't want to be put in that situation where, you have to desperate and push.
After the first game, I wanted to switch the strategy. But then Aqua said he believed in the strategy and that we should keep trying that. But then we ended up in a bad position in the game and we got taken out. In game 3, Aqua, he got taken out.
Aqua's gonna be down.
not going to be easy. Not with a lobby like this.
So I was solo, but then I got eliminated.
This has just not been their game so far.
I was super upset. We were top 30, I think, down by like 20 points.
At the top, it's Saf and Zate with 38 points. These games are going to be so critical. Games 3 and 4 really set that tone.
I felt frustrated. I was giving up. I wanted to quit and not play anymore because I was super annoyed at what happened.
I was worried. I saw that he was nearly giving up, but I saw also that they were communicating together.
I told Nyrox, you should never let things like this affect you because you're gonna play worse in the next game then. Just never stop believing we can do it.
Me and Aqua were just talking about how one game could switch everything up, and we just had to pop off one game.
Here we go, folks. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Are we going to see a repeat winner? Are we going to get a new one? It's now time. Let's start game 4.
And in the fourth game, everything worked.
We got tags of people.
Aqua and Nyrox are way up top, uncontested.
They're tarping this up and they're putting down shots. They're synergized, they're communicating. Nyrox takes out Falconer down low. This is their game to win. He does manage to get the elimination, and in the storm, he gets the victory royale!
Great weapons, right? You really can tell who can figure it out with.
After game 4, me and Aqua were hyped. We knew that we could turn everything around. So what I told him was that let's just do a back-to-back win.
Like Nyrox said, let's do back-to-back, we got this. And I was hyped.
Nyrox and Aqua currently on their way.
I did the World Cup trophy emote. We got some eliminations in mid-game.
Aqua, Nyrox, looking to pick up back-to-back victory royale.
We took high ground, stayed on top like the whole game.
Look at the high ground, folks! Spray from that minigun. He continues to rain down fire. Oh my gosh! Pressure coming on in, they drop down low. There it is! They win it again.
What you feel in this moment is just... I couldn't believe it was true.
We were crying and jumping and everything. So it was amazing.
It's the 2 victory royales now for Nyrox and Aqua, definitely moving them way up the leaderboard.
It was insane. After game 5, they were second. There is a chance for them to be on the podium.
At the end of this game, we will crown the first ever Fortnite World Champion.
Nyrox, Aqua, the back-to-back winners. Every single point is going to matter coming down to the last moments.
We're going into game 6. I was just having fun.
We eliminated Mitro. Then we secured high ground, like on the highest hill.
This is one of the best, if not the best duo in Fortnite right now. Oh my gosh, the heavy snipe. 1 point, but first and second.
I took a shadow bomb during moving zone.
Nyrox goes down.
I was really upset about that, but then I saw that Aqua was still alive, and he had a ton of HP, ton of mats, so I just told him to keep going.
Aqua's all by himself. Shot still coming out through. Aqua with one. He goes down. We'll have to see where they end up as we look to crown our champions. Who do you think won? There's an energy in this room right now. I'm just looking around. Everyone has their cameras ready for when the announcement comes. The results are in. Aqua and
I can't really remember what was going through my mind. It was just insane. We both just stood up and started celebrating.
When we saw the leaderboard and we saw we are first, we couldn't realize because it's $3 million, and we just stand there and said, yeah, we won World Cup.
One duo reign supreme. So let's go ahead and make it official right here in the winner's circle. Gentlemen, the trophy is yours. Your Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox!
I was asked to go up on the stage with Aqua's mother. I think I said to them that you are ice cold guys.
I think it was the best feeling I've ever had. Staying there with my mom, she was so happy.
I was very proud of him. But the most proud moment was not winning the World Cup. It was in the hall. He was speaking to the guys. He wasn't shy. He had friends. He was completely a part of something.
We were super proud of each other. We both know we were a super good duo, and everything was perfect in the last 3 games, so we won. Yeah.
Congratulations, world champions, best in the world. Again, why not back to back, right? Best of luck, I'll help you take you off wherever you need to go.
The World Cup is probably the greatest thing that's happened to me, and it was the best moment in my life. After that, I actually learned that you should never give up. Even though we had 3 bad games, we still kept going and we believed in each other.
After we won, we went back to the hotel, and I just wanted to go to sleep because next day there were solos.
The day after the finals, Aqua sent a message saying he wanted to break up. It kind of shocked me, but I didn't get sad or anything of it. It was just really weird that he wanted to split after we won the finals. I remember asking why, kinda. I think the reason was that he wanted to play with Stumpy because they're both German, so they could talk German together. And he felt like they were a better duo than me and him.
Of course, Nyrox probably don't like it a lot because we won World Cup. I mean, why should we split? But me and Nyrox was only playing on tournament days. I just said to Nyrox, I want to try out with Stumpy in the next tourneys because we are playing it all day long. We're not doing anything else than playing together. So I think it's the right decision to switch partners for me.
I wasn't really hurt, but in the start I was kind of confused on the way he did it, and he didn't really give it time. I thought maybe we should go back home and like try more and see how it goes, but I wasn't really surprised because we talked about it before the finals that he played a lot with Stumpy and they were good friends. So
I want to be the best. I want the best chance for my team to be on top. So if I can speak German and it's better for me, I'm gonna speak German with Stumpy. And if you have the perfect duo mate, you can be the best. And I think we can be the best. Right now, I'm living in London. The location is super good. The internet is super good. That's the important thing.
Stumpy, ich glaube, Shockwaves brieft mich halt, ne?
It's amazing because he has a very high level and he is still playing on this high level.
Shockwaves go up. It's a beam. Nekava goes down. It's a 3v1 at the moment. The big shotgun. The victors of the region.
Chicken, Stumpy, Aqua, congratulations. You are the European Season X champions.
It's empty. In my future, I want to stay on top, placing high in every tournament, and yeah, be the best.
Since the World Cup, I've been on national television. I started writing autographs to fans.
For Norwegians, a world champion is huge. Suddenly, Nyrox became a national hero. But the mentality in Norway is that the next one is the best. So the World Championship is now history. Now we need to focusing on the next tournament.
The next part that's going to be the most fun is when I go to finally compete again at LAN. Maybe Aqua will be there. There's no hard feelings between us anymore, and we're so friends, and can't wait to meet him again and say hi.